Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class I explained about the defects of vision and as well as problems on defects of vision. So now in this class I am going to explain about the dispersion of light or dispersion of white light. So before going to dispersion of light or white light, so now I am going to explain about white light. First of all I am going to explain about what is white light. What is white light? So in general view we feel that white light is nothing but it is a colorless light and as well as ordinary daylight. So in general view we feel that it is a colorless ordinary daylight. Ordinary daylight. Generally we feel that. But according to physics, so white light is nothing but it is a part of visible spectrum. It is a part of visible spectrum and as well as it contains 7 electromagnetic waves or 7 colors and nothing but this white light it is made up of, so generally we feel that it is a colorless, but actually according to physics, so it is made up of 7 electromagnetic waves. EMW means electromagnetic waves or colors and it is made up of 7 colors actually. So for simplicity we are taking actually the white light is made up of millions of electromagnetic waves and as well as it is a part of the visible spectrum, but for simplicity so we are taking that it is made up of 7 electromagnetic waves or colors. So what are the colors? The colors are nothing but violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Simply that colors are called VGR. And already you know that light is a wave. That's why these 7 are electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic and nothing but it consisting of the electric wave and as well as the magnetic wave. When these two waves are superimposed, electromagnetic wave is formed. And it is a wave, basically it is a wave. So that's why, so every wave has 3 important characteristics. What are they? So they are nothing but, so one is the wavelength, it is represented with lambda. And second one is the frequency, it is represented with nu. And third one is the speed or velocity. It represented with V. So that's why these 7 electromagnetic waves have the 7 waves. These and nothing but these 7 electromagnetic waves have the 7 electromagnetic wavelengths and 7 frequencies. And nothing but so violet has 1 wavelength and red has 1 wavelength. That's why these 7 has a 7 individual wavelength. For example, if we come to the violet, so the violet has the wavelength is nothing but 3800 angstrom. The violet color wavelength is the 3800 angstrom and now the red color wavelength will be the 7400 angstrom. So they are not the perfect values, they are approximately. They are the approximate values, not perfectly. So the violet color has the wavelength 3800 angstrom and the red color has the 7400 angstrom. And the remaining colors will be have their wavelength between these two values. Between these two values, the remaining colors have the wavelength. And nothing but in these 7 colors, so which has the highest wavelength? Red color. Which color has the least wavelength? Violet color. And nothing but so the highest wavelength color will be the red. And the least wavelength color will be the violet. And nothing but the wavelength of the red will be greater than the wavelength of the orange. Wavelength of the orange will be greater than the wavelength of the yellow. And wavelength of the yellow color will be greater than the wavelength of the green. And next wavelength of the blue. And next wavelength of the indigo. And as wavelength of the violet. And nothing but so which color has the least wavelength? Violet color. And which color has the highest wavelength or maximum wavelength? The red color, remember. And now coming to the frequency, So the violet color has the frequency, violet color have the highest frequency, that is nothing but 18 to 10 power 14 Hz. 18 to 10 power 14 Hz, and red color has the least frequency, that is 4 into 10 power 14 Hz. And these are also not exactly values, so remember these are approximately. And which color has the highest frequency? Violet. Which color has the least frequency? Red. So now coming to the speed. So but all the colors are, all the 7 electromagnetic waves have the same speed, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, but in only air or vacuum. So these all 7 electromagnetic waves or 7 colors will be travel with the same speed, that is how much? 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, but they have the different wavelengths and different frequencies. So but when all the 7 electromagnetic waves or 7 colors are traveling through air or vacuum, so all the colors, all the 7 electromagnetic waves travel with the same speed. But when the 7 colors are traveling from one medium to another medium, so when these 7, and which colors? VGR. So when these 7 colors are traveling from, when they are traveling from one medium to another medium, when they are traveling from one medium to another medium, so the frequency will be constant. The frequency cannot be changes, and the color cannot be changes. Remember, when these colors are traveling from one medium to another medium, the frequency will be constant. So that's why the characteristics is the frequency is the characteristics of the color. So the color cannot be changes when these 7 colors are traveling from one medium to another medium. But according to their wavelength, the velocity will be changes, and the velocity is directly proportional to wavelength. So when frequency is constant, and when they are traveling from one medium to another medium, the frequency is constant, but the velocity will be may change, and nothing but change according to their wavelength, and the change in the velocity of the color will be depend upon the wavelength. So this will be happened when the light is traveling from one medium to another medium. So which will be constant? The frequency is the constant, but the velocity will be changes according to their wavelength. So this you have to remember. So which color has that more wavelength? Red color. Which color has the least wavelength? Violet color. When the white light is traveling, and these 7 colors are traveling from one medium to another medium, the frequency will be constant. So the velocity will be changes according to their wavelength, and nothing but, so which color has the more velocity? So the red color, because the red color wavelength will be more, so that's why the velocity of the red color is also more when the light is traveling from one medium to another medium. So but when these are all traveling through the air or vacuum, what happened? They travel with the same speed, that's why their path will be the same. So that's why all are combined, then they give the white light. So when these 7 colors are traveling through air or vacuum, what is happening? So these all the 7 colors have the same speed. So that's why, so all the 7 colors will be travel along the same path. They will be select the same path. Due to that, all are combined. So then they will give the white light. So now coming to the dispersion. So dispersion means, so when this white light is traveling from one medium to another medium, so what happened? Actually, all 7 colors are combined. Then they will give the white light. So now dispersion means, so to explain the dispersion, so I am taking the prism. So triangular prism. Now consider, so this is a triangular prism. Of angle of the prism will be A. So the angle of the prism will be considered A, and this refractive index, the refractive index of prism will be considered N, and it has some refractive index. Refractive index is nothing but what? The ratio the ratio of velocity of the light in absolute refractive index will be nothing but it is a simple it is a ratio of velocities. Ratio of what? Velocity. But nothing but the velocity of the light in vacuum to velocity of the light in medium. Remember. Now a white light. Now consider this is a white light. This is a white light which is coming in the form of the ray. So white light means it contains the 7 colors. Now consider. So this is a white light. So now this is a white light traveling in the form of the ray is incident on the prism. If there is no prism, what happened? If there is no prism, so all these 7 colors will be traveling the same direction or they will continue the same path without a deviation. Without a deviation if there is no prism. But because of this prism, what is happening? When all these 7 colors traveling along the same path is incident, when they enter and they are entering into the next medium. So actually so far they travel in the air. Now they will enter into the prism of refractive index n. So due to that, so what the prism will be doing here? So this prism will be create different velocities according to their wavelength. So what the prism will be do? So the prism create different velocities for different wavelength, for different wavelengths. So which color has already told? Which color has that? So the wavelength of the red color will be greater than the wavelength of the violet color. And if I take the 2 colors here. So which color will be, velocity will be more? Already I said that when the light is traveling from one medium to another medium, the frequency will be constant. So due to that, so the velocity is always directly proportional to wavelength. So which color has the more wavelength? Red color. So that's why the red color in all the 7 colors, so the red color has the highest velocity. So which color has the least velocity? Violet color. That's why the velocity of the red color will be greater than the velocity of the violet color. So because of this, prism is create the different velocities for different wavelengths. So already you know that prism is nothing but refractive index is velocity of the light in vacuum to velocity of the light in medium. So what is the refractive index? Is nothing but it is a ratio of velocity of the light in vacuum to velocity of the light in medium. So but in the air all they travel with the same velocity, but when they enter into the prism, what is happening? Velocity will be changes. Due to that, the refractive index of the colors is also changes. So because the prism create different velocities for different wavelength, so due to that what is happening? So this prism is also, this prism have different refractive indices, simply I am calling RA, refractive indices for different wavelength, wavelengths. So due to that what happens? So far they will be traveling in the same path. Once they entered into the prism, so the path will be separated. Why the path is separated? So the different colors have the different velocities according to their wavelength, and as well as so they have the different refractive indices. If they have the same refractive indices, they will all travel along the same path, but they have the different refractive indices. So due to that what happened? So now their path will be separated, and nothing but each color will be select a path such that it will be traveling least time. What is the basic property of the light? It must travel it must reach the origin in the least time. So that's why here the each light or each color will be select the one path or individual path so that it will be going least time. So due to that now, so all the colors so far traveled along the same path, now the path will be separated. So this phenomenon is known as what? Dispersion. So when they comes out of the prism, so now they will be like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6, and this is the 7th one. So these are the nothing but, so each color will be select their own path. So according to their velocity or according to their velocity and according to their refractive indices, so they will be select the different path. So when they comes out of the prism, now they will be like this. So now, so they will be appear like this. The violet will be at the bottom and red will be at the top, and remaining colors will be between them. So now this is the width jar is formed. So nothing but a band of color we can observe. So when the white light will be incident on the prism, so when the white light will be comes out of the prism, so they will be split into different colors. So this band of colors will be called as, so this band of colors will be called as a spectrum. This is called as what? Spectrum. So nothing but what is happening here? Now the white light is splitting into its constituent colors or its 7 colors. So that phenomenon is known as what? Dispersion. So what is the cause of the dispersion? What is the cause? What is the cause here? What is the main cause? Because the prism will be create different velocities for different wavelengths, and as well as the prism have the different refract indices for different wavelengths. Because of that, so the path will be separated. That's why the white light will be split into 7 colors. So this phenomenon is known as what? Dispersion. What is the dispersion? Splitting of white light. Splitting of white light into 7 colors. Simple. The simple definition is the splitting of white light into 7 colors, or the splitting of the white light into its constituent colors will be called as what? Dispersion. So when these colors are dispersed, what happened? So now this is the actually incident ray. So these rays are called what? Emergent rays. Emergent rays. These rays are called the emergent. This is the emergent ray of violet color. So this is the emergent ray of the red color. So now when we find the angle between the incident ray and emergent ray, so that angle will be called as angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. It is represented with the letter D. What is the angle of deviation? The angle between the incident ray and emergent ray of that corresponding color will be called as the angle of deviation of that particular color. And now this is the incident ray and this is the emergent ray of red color. That's why this angle between this incident ray and emergent ray of the red color will be called as what? Angle of deviation of the red color. Now the angle between the incident ray and emergent ray of violet color will be called as the angle of deviation of the violet. And then now which will be deviated more? This is the actual part. So which will be bend more? So the violet will be bend more and the red will be bend less. So due to that, the angle of deviation of the violet will be more than the angle of deviation of the red color. And the angle of deviation will be more for violet and angle of deviation will be less for red color. That's why the red color can be used as a dangerous color. So why the red color will be used as a dangerous color? Because the deviation will be less, and when the all colors are traveling through medium, so different colors will be bent differently, but the bending will be least for red. That's why it will be reaches the human eye in least time compared to all the colors. So the bending will be more. That's why that color does not appear to us. Only which color will be appear to us easily? The red color. That's why because the red color can be used as a dangerous color. Because of which reason? The angle of deviation is the least. Now coming to the angular dispersion. Angular dispersion. So this angular dispersion is nothing but it is represented with the letter delta, the symbol of the delta. So angular dispersion is nothing but so here the different colors have the different angles of deviation. If I take any two pair of colors, for example, for better understanding, I am taking the red color. Red is the one color and violet is the another color. And now I am taking these two pair of color. So the angle of deviation of the violet is d suffix c. Angle of deviation of the red color will be d suffix r. Now the difference between these two colors and the angles of deviations of any two pair of colors. So now the difference, this is the difference and a minus. The difference between the dv, d suffix v, d suffix r nothing but what? Angle of deviations. So that's why the difference of angle of deviation, the difference of angle of deviation of any two color will be called as angular dispersion. Angular dispersion of the two colors. But already in the previous class, under nothing but when I am explaining the refraction through prism, in case of the small prism, so I explained the relation between the angle of deviation and refract index and angle of the prism. What is that? The angle of deviation equal to refract index minus 1 into A. This D is nothing but angle of deviation, N is nothing but refract index of the prism, A means angle of the prism. So by taking this formula, when I substitute here, what is the formula of dV equal to n minus 1 into n suffix v, because the different colors have the different refract index. This why? So why the different colors have the different refract index? Because according to their wavelengths they will be changed. That's why the refract index of violet color will be considered n suffix v and minus 1 into A. And coming to the red color, d suffix r equal to n suffix r minus 1 into A. So when I substituted these two values in the above equation, so what you get? So you get that. So the angular dispersion of any two colors equal to dV. D suffix v mean angle of deviation of the violet. What is that? N suffix v minus 1 into A and minus d suffix r, nothing but n suffix r minus 1 into A. So when I simplify, what you get? So the angular dispersion of the two colors is nothing but n suffix v minus n suffix r into A. So this minus and this plus, until here minus A will become, here plus A will become, they will be cancelled. Now this is the formula of angular dispersion of the two color, any two colors in terms of the refract index and angle of the prism. And that's why the angular dispersion can be depend upon the nature of the material and as well as angle of the prism. So this angular dispersion depends on first one, so nature of material of prism, and second one A means what? Angle of the prism. So this is about the angular dispersion. Next, coming to the dispersive power of this prism. Dispersive power of prism. It is represented with the letter omega. So the dispersive power of the prism or any material can be defined as, so the ability of the material or prism to disperse the light rays will be called as dispersive power of prism or material. So the ability of prism, or if we take any material, the ability of prism to disperse light rays, that ability can be called as dispersive power of the prism. But according to the formula, the omega can be taken as, so it is a ratio of angular dispersion of any two color. Angular dispersion. So here delta is nothing but angular dispersion to, so mean deviation. D is nothing but deviation. So mean deviation. Generally the mean deviation of all color can be taken as the yellow, and nothing but angular deviation of yellow color. So because the yellow color will be more sensitive for us. So that's why, so the mean deviation of the prism or the mean deviation of all colors. The mean deviation of all colors can be taken as the yellow color deviation, d suffix y. So the d suffix y can be taken as the mean deviation of the all colors. So that's why here we take the mean deviation is nothing but yellow deviation, angle of deviation of yellow color. But what is the angular dispersion? The angular dispersion formula is nothing but what? So if I take the two colors as one is the violet and another one is the red, what is the angular dispersion of the violet and red color? That is nothing but delta equal to NB minus, and the refract index of the violet color minus refract index of the red color into angle of the prism, and nothing but n suffix v minus n suffix r into A by, so the mean deviation of the yellow color, is nothing but according to the formula of the deviation is nothing but what? Refract index of that color minus 1 into angle of the prism. Here the mean deviation can be taken as the deviation of the yellow color. That's why, so n suffix and the refract index of the yellow color minus 1 into angle of the prism. Here angle of the prism will be cancelled. So then what you get? So the the dispersive power of the prism, omega equal to what you get? So refractive index of the violet minus refractive index of the red color by refractive index of the yellow color minus 1. So this is the dispersive power of the prism. If we take the two colors, what are the two colors? One is the violet and another one is the red. So this is about the dispersion of light and cause of the dispersion, and which color have the more angle of deviation, which color has the least angle of deviation, and what is the angular dispersion, and what is the dispersive power of the prism.